Notepad is an application that has been in previous releases of Windows, and it hasn't changed much for Windows 7. It doesn't really need to for its purpose. So I'm just going to load it up now. So again, I come down to the orb and I'm going to type, begin to type Notepad, and there we go. It's come up right there. And so Notepad is a tool to use to capture text. There is limited formatting capability, but you can print it out. The nice thing about it compared to the sticky notes is I can save it away and then load it up again, whereas the sticky notes is always on the desktop. It's always there, always in front of you. So perhaps if I go to the same shopping list, so perhaps shopping list items. Now, your font, if you're doing the exercise on your computer at the same time, might be slightly different to that. I'll show you where I set that very shortly. So let's perhaps put bananas, apples, pears, washing powder. There we go. It's a very simple shopping list. At the moment at the top you can see it's called untitled. That's because it's unsaved. If I tried to close it, it would say to me that do I want to save the changes. So I'm just going to cancel that and I'm going to manually save. So I'm going to go File, Save As. The difference between save and save as is save as always gives me the opportunity to name the file and the location, and then from then on whenever I just press save it is always going to be in a place I know. When I do save as, you can see it's automatically offering me the desktop, so I'm going to stick with that and I'm just going to type in shopping list, there we go, as the file name. When I click save, hopefully you'll see, there we go, it's appeared in the bottom left corner. So that's my shopping list that I've done. I can close that file, but I still haven't gone to the shops yet, and I need to add something else on there. I need to get baby food. There we go. And let me save that. The difference with the electronic post-it notes was it's more difficult to print those out, whereas here I can very easily go File, Print, and then print out this very simple shopping list. So it's useful to perhaps capture short-term meeting notes, short-term to-do lists. It's just a tool that is available, but limited in terms of its ability to edit the look and feel. What we can do, let's kind of do this now, is I can format this actual font that we're going to do. So at the moment it's Comic Sans. Let's change it to perhaps some sort of script. There we go. I'm not saying it's a nice script, but there we go. There we go. So I've changed it to a different scripting. Every time now I use Notepad, it will always use this font as default. Another bit of functionality probably worth pointing out is also the word wrap. I have word wrap on as default. What that basically means is, let me just continue typing this and make this a longer sentence. Shopping list items that I need to purchase this week. Very important. You'll see that it's instantly moved to a new line as it got to the end of the size. Because Notepad can be resized, you can see that what it's doing is automatically wrapping the text around. That's because I have that word wrap ticked. If I go back into it and I uncheck it, suddenly you'll see that it's put it all to a single line, and the way I can read that text is by just scrolling across. I'm going to put the word wrap back on, as that's my favorite default setting. So there we go, Notepad. So what it does is allows you to capture text. There's limited capability as to how it looks and feels. You generally can set one type of font and size, but it does allow you to print out this list. It allows you to save that list, and often when you're using it, you'll only use it for short-term capture.